Hey, welcome to another video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about my trading indicators and strategy for crypto, forex, and stocks. So you're looking to trade manually. This video is for you. Going to share you my experiences and what free indicators I use, and I recommend you to try them as well as you trade along. So take note, it works on any time frame, and if you want, subscribe to this channel where basically we have lots of resources for all things related to crypto. So the four indicators that I will recommending will be in the description, which are these four over here, which I'll go through in this video one by one, how to set them up and also how to use them as well. So take note, this is not financial advice. Please do your own research and only invest where you can afford to lose. And I'm not sponsored to do this video. I'm just purely sharing my knowledge. Also take note, there's a free Telegram channel you can check out at the link here to join in to have the later sharing on crypto. All right, so going into the video, so basically it looks like this. It's kind of messy, but I'll explain why every single thing here is important and what it stands for. The only thing that's not going to be in your chart will be the last one because that's a paid indicator. So I'm going to start fresh first on how to set up. And what I will explain after finishing set. I'll set up one by one. What does all this actually means? Okay. All right, so now we're on a blank canvas and it works on any currency. So I trade crypto. So currently we're now on the link futures contract, and I normally trade futures. So I'm going to basically add all this in one by one. So I'm going to get the first one. This is the TMA overlay, which is a very, very powerful and free indicator. I use many indicators, by the way, and I search a lot of different kind of indicators. So the first one will be this indicator. So this is called TMA overlay. Let's click that and it will populate the thing here. All right, when you first put it in, it's very messy. I know there's a lot of lines, but we don't need all these lines. So the first thing I will do is to take away the unnecessary lines that we do not need. All right, we only need the 200 EMA line. Okay, so take away this, take away this, take away this. I mean, you can leave it there if you want to, but I don't normally use all this. I only need, because it's very messy. Once you have all that, you can slowly explore all them, but basically you only want this and you want this 200 SMMA. All right, so basically here shows the smooth moving average at 200 line, and anything that is below is considered a downtrend, anything above is considered uptrend. So that's done, the first one. Second one will be the RSI. So normally people do the normal RSI, but I prefer this indicator because this RSI is very interesting. This is actually RSI indicator in a more advanced version, and you notice that this version, it has different color. It tells you when it goes down in red, and it tells you when it go up in green, and it also has a trend in orange. It tells you as well. So once you install this, the first thing you can do is to do the overbought at 70, and this one is 30. This one change to green. Okay, if I went too fast, you can pause the video. All right, so that's why I'm going a bit fast. All right, so normally the standard 70 is overbought, 30 is over sold. Am I correct? Yeah, oh, correct. All right, so there's one, two. Okay, two more to go. So this next one is the MACD. Most people use the MACD as an indicator, but this MACD that I found is more powerful and more useful than the normal MACD. So this is the MACD, and once you install this one, what you can do next is to change the color. Okay, so normally this is in green. So let me see which green is that. Is this the green one? Oh yeah, correct. Green, and then this one would be light green. Okay, change this 100%, so it's more obvious. Then this one will change. You can see the color shown over here as I'm changing it, so you got some idea. Okay, this one I'll use light red. All right, this light red actually is very important actually. And this one, the green. Let me see. The green is wrong way. Okay, it should be this way. Okay, it should be this way. Yeah, correct. Yes, correct. All right, make sure it looks like this after you change that. Okay, want to make the yellow a bit more prominent because it's not obvious. Okay, and then the green also make it more prominent. Okay, and then maybe not so thick, thinner a bit. Yeah. Okay, this one. And the cross line. And so is this one. Okay. So it looks something like this is what we want. All right. It should look like this. So later I'll explain how to see this. The last one is the QQE. So QQE, which is this one. Okay, so this one, same thing, change the color. This one, take away the line. And this one, normally I use white. Okay, this one is green. All right, this one is red. This red is fine. All right, so when you're done, you should look something like this. And I'm going to explain one by one how this works, okay? So first of all, it works in any time frame, all right? So it works on any whatever time frame that you prefer to trade. So in general, what we want to look at is the top first. So let me just open this up first. So in general, anything that is in the green column, which is over here, all right, is a uptrend. So you're only looking for a long position. When you see this in red, all right, you only do short position, means you only buy when it's want the price to go down. All right, so generally that's the first rule. All right, so right now, for example, right at this moment, and I'm recording this video, is currently on red. Okay, so I'm looking for a short position. Okay, so when you're looking for a short position, okay, so this short position, let me just put here. Okay, short position, you want to look for anything above 70. So 70 line is over here. So you will, whenever it cross the 70 over here, you want to look for a signal to short the trade. Okay, so one good example would be somewhere around here. Okay, so you can see here it crossed the 70 over here. Okay, so what happened here, we're looking for a short, but the problem is because now we see this, we know what's going to happen in the future. But if let's say you're seeing like this, now most of us are seeing it like this, how will we know, when to short? All right, so normally you will see it's like this in a live trade. All right, you see like this. So now it cross. So now when we trade, right, because we're looking for a short, we're waiting for it to cross 70. That's the first sign. So cross, all right, 70 on RSI. Okay, so you cross here. So when do you actually buy? Okay, you only buy when you see this here, this MACD change to a white bar. You see here, change to a white bar. White bar means tells us that the momentum is going down, and you want to see this also is make sure it's in green and it's going down. You can see, I can't really show you here, all right, but you can see from here, okay, it's actually going down. You can see the bar here is actually going down, and this is going down. All right, so those are the two confirmation. So the three confirmations that you want is, first of all, it cross the RSI 70. So we are waiting for the white bar to appear, all right, on the MACD. So I put here white bar, white green bar actually on the MACD. Okay, and then we're waiting also for the QQE, all right, to be green. Make sure it's green, all right, green bar, and make sure it's lower. Okay, you can see it's lower a bit. Okay, so these are the three confirmations for your entry. So the moment you see this, you want to put a short position over here. So let's say it started here, so I'll put it roughly around here. Okay, because when we trade, we see it this way. So I see the white bar, all right, I do a short position, and true enough, it start going down. So when do you sell? All right, when do you close the trade? All right, it's up to individual. Some people close within 1%. So from here to here is 1%. All right, for me personally, I close the moment I see that there's two cases you can close. You can either close it when this change to white, change to red, light red over here. You can, that means I close over here. All right, you can close over here, or you can wait until, all right, wait until you see a green little dot. All right, you see a green little dot here. What does this green little dot actually represent? All right. So you notice one thing interesting about this MACD, right? It tells you when it cross with a dot over there. There's a red little dot here in case you didn't notice it. All right. This red little dot means it crossed here, the MACD, and this green little dot tells it cross up the MACD. So the normal MACD doesn't show you where it crosses, but this MACD shows. All right. In case it's not very obvious, like right now, what we can do is to increase the color to make it more obvious. Okay, because it's not very obvious. Okay, make it a bit more obvious and make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Okay, this one maybe I change to uh, like red, and then this one maybe like green. So it's more obvious. Okay, the green not so obvious. Wait, I need to cancel this, or I can change blue. Kind of green. But anyway, the circle is there. You can see there's a circle there, right? So most people, right, when they trade, they normally trade only when the MACD cross down, which is usually on red. I mean, it's still possible. The problem is when to exit, when to stop the trade. So you get two choices, all right? Some people they stop only when it cross. Some people stop only for the white red bar. For me personally, if you want to be safe, you can stop here. Okay, but if you want to earn a bit more, you normally can stop at the green where it cross, because there's sometimes, right, what happen is that sometimes you can see here it's going to cross, like not going to cross, so sometimes it will go down somewhat, as what we are seeing here, and then eventually it actually only cross over here. That's where actually the difference between these two is a big difference, because you can see here, if let's say if I close my trade over here as I told you to, you will close around here. All right, if you close at the green dot, you will close around here. So the difference between earnings, okay, let me just close this too cluttered. All right, so from here to here is 1.1%. It's about 1%. From here to here is 1.7. So you get 0.7% more. Okay, but I think no, this does not always happen the way we want it to be. All right, so this is for short position. Because why is it short? Because we are taking the is in the below the 200 SMMA. All right, so if we continue looking down, okay, let's continue this looking for signals. Okay, so now we are not buying anything. Now once we close this trade, the next trade will be we're waiting for the next cross. So let's wait for the next cross. Okay, wait. So it doesn't cross. You can see it doesn't cross. So we're not doing anything. All right, you have to be really patient. All right, even though here's a very good time, as we know later on, we saw it went down. Okay, went down. Okay, so just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting very long. All right, here haven't crossed yet. Okay, so sometimes you got to wait really very long just for the next one. Okay, and then finally we got one cross here. Okay, so we got one cross here, same thing. So it crossed actually around here. Okay, so now what happened, it crossed here. We are waiting to do a short position, but the problem is we don't have a white candle here yet. All right, so we saw our first white, so we're going to do and here is still going down, so we do a short here. Okay, then we'll watch what happens after that. Actually, this one is not a very good trade, but I want to tell you what can happen. All right, so sometimes what happen, this when you see this, right, means it's overbought. All right, there's a chance that it will go down, but unfortunately, what happened here is the strength on the buyer side is getting strong. It still continues to go up. As you can see here, the RSI shows us it came overbought a lot. All right, you can see here, but eventually I can tell you from experience it will go down eventually, just a matter of time. So what can you do when you face this? Should you close your order? No. What I normally do is that the moment I see something like this when it's going up, that means I have an opportunity to dollar cost average. So what can I do is that I will wait until I feel, all right, that the next white candle when it's crossing down, all right, and it's go down, all right, I feel that maybe you measure from here to here, how many percent is that? It's about 1%. But normally for myself, I personally will DCA about 1 to 2%, depending on the currency that you are trading. This is actually on a 1 minute time frame, so it really depends on you. So what some can do is can do another short order over here. Okay, when you do that, actually what happens, your average position will be somewhere around here. Okay, so that's one thing you can do. That's what I do actually normally when I trade. So when it doesn't go the favor that I want, I won't panic, because I know that it will go down eventually. That's when. Okay, so when you go down, you notice here it start to go down. All right, so now my new average is the blue line. So if I scroll down further, so now what am I waiting for? All right, you're waiting for this to turn white. All right, this RSI to turn white. Then I know it start to go up again. All right, so it's move. Okay, turn white. So I can close here. All right, if you want to be safe, you can continue the trade. So I can actually close here. Let's continue, because you got two choice. One, either you close here or you close at the green circle. Okay, green circle. This is where it cross. All right, but normally the cross will earn less most of the time. So it start to cross over here. All right, and then you can close over here. All right, so take note, you close somewhere around here. Okay, so take note, the scenario is this. All right, imagine if I did not do a dollar cost average. All right, that means that if I did not, okay, wait, let me just take this away first, because it's very confusing, too many colors. Okay, so my original trade is here. I want it to go below here. Okay, if and actually if you close here, you still earn, all right, about 0. Let me see, 0.6%, which is not too bad. But because I dollar cost average up here, means when you go up, I buy again. My average is here. I now able to earn, all right, 1.32%. All right, that's how normally I trade lah. Okay, but what happened, Alvin? Some people ask me what happened if the price continue to go up further. That means it break and continue to go up. Well, does it happen? Yeah, it does happen to me as well. Then what I will do is I will set a stop loss. All right, maybe around, if I see continue going up another 1%, the third time, I will normally just stop the order and then I just move on to the next trade. All right, sometimes that does happen. It doesn't happen smoothly all the time. And this from my personal experience lah. All right, different currency, different. But normally, if you follow the trend of the 200, it will continue to go down. Okay, so if you actually notice, if I let's take away the the blue line. Let's look at the blue line. Okay, so if I close over here, which is the average trade is here, I close down. All right, so average trade should be around here. All right, so if I actually close where the green dot is, okay, it will be somewhere around here. All right, so I will make a profit of, let me see, from here to here is 0.5. But actually, if you didn't DCA, you did not dollar cost average, you actually lose some money, but you lose less lah. Okay, so that's basically how I trade. So let me explain how useful all these indicators are. You may not actually need all right, because I'm using the paid trading view. You can just use this free one. If not, I only got 3 only. So you want to use the top trade 1, 2. You don't really need the QQE indicator if you don't want to. Okay, so what happened is that this one tells us the trend. Is you should buy a short position or you buy a long position. All right, RSI tells you whether is it overbought or oversold. Right, anything is above 70 normally is overbought. Anything below 30 is oversold. I do not normally change the parameter because most people use 70 and 30. All right, you can also use the colors of the RSI to tell you when to exit. You notice when you change white here, the color here also change to orange. All right, you can notice, or change to green. All right, that will give you a signal when to exit as well. This QQB, right, what it is, right, is actually similar to this MACD, but this one give you a clearer idea of the which direction is going. You will notice, right, if you look carefully here, the top here, it start going down, right? And then after it going really going down only over here. And this tells you actually there's a lot of people selling or maybe taking profit at this point. So this QUB actually helps me to see, actually this is also good enough. You may not need this, is also okay. So I show you the short one. Let me give you the long one just in case, because most people do long positions. Okay, so let's say this is a short long position. So what should you look for? You should look for the same thing, below 30. All right, she's oversold, but in this case we have one. Do we have one here? No, we don't have one. Oh, we got one here. All right, so we got one here. We got one here, not over here. That means we're hoping that the price will go up when you want to do a long position. Why we will do long? Because we are now in the uptrend above the 200 SMMA. So you notice this is up, and you notice that there's a white bar here. So we will do a long position somewhere here. Okay. Then after that, we move on. All right. Normally, once this happens, sometimes it will not go down. Instead, sometimes go up. Sometimes you actually go down some more. Okay. You want to really feel secure is only when you see the green dot. This green dot tells me there's a crossover. And normally after it cross, right, normally it's go up. But let's see what happened. All right. It did went up. Okay. And then now what happened is we're gonna close only on the when we see there's a white histogram here, so we'll close here. All right, so we close somewhere around here. All right, it's not a lot of money, but at least you make a profit. So we close around here, so it's only 0.34 percent. Of course, if you don't want to close here, you can wait it out until it cross. All right, let's wait it out until it cross. All right, which is somewhere here. You see there's a red little, all right, crossover over here. So we can close also somewhere here, but both also, you still make money, like that, lose money. All right, this is what I do. Can there be a chance where basically, when it goes like this, it continues to go down? Yes, it can. All right, it's not 100% accurate all the time. In fact, if you continue seeing this, right, you actually continue to go down instead of going up. Okay, because it's the overall trend is down. All right, another strategy is how do you know the general direction of the trade before you even start trading? So I'm going to open this up. It took me many years of learning trading, then I realized this thing. So what you do is you want to look at the daily first. All right, click on daily. Okay, and then you look at, all right, which direction it is. So with this indicator, it tells you very clearly, is it a downtrend or uptrend? So you can see red means it's a downtrend. It means you want to do a short position. All right, you don't do a long. All right, so in order to do short, you must trade futures. All right, for crypto lah. Then you can buy. So that means if the price, you can buy at a lower price to sell to make a profit. So it doesn't matter, is it uptrend, downtrend, you also can make money. That's a good thing I would like about trading in futures. So we want to look at the higher time frames to know the direction. You can also see 4-hour time frame also, as you can see. All right, if every time frame you see is always red, all right, you can see here it's all red. Very obviously, you want to only do short. You do not want to do a long. You always trade along the trend. Okay, because the reason why you want to do that, because there's a chance, all right, that you will continue to go down and not go up. All right, so you notice when I click every single time frame, it is obviously going down, and you don't want to do a long. So whoever's trading right now at this moment definitely will be losing money if they do a long trade. Of course, sometimes you can still make money over here as well. For me personally, okay, what time frame do I trade? Personally, I'm not a very patient person, so I normally trade in a 1 minute or 3 minute. All right, I know some people will think, wow, so short time frame. Say, yeah. So for me personally, I like to trade 3 minutes because I don't like to wait. All right, if you are a patient person, you can do 5 or 15 minutes, not an issue. Which cryptocurrency do I trade on? All right, it's also very important. I normally trade on ICP. All right, ICP. All right, internet computing currency. This is my top 5 that I trade on: ICP, XRP, HBAR, Link. Do not trade on means like Shibu and Doge. Do not trade on these two, because normally I notice this two, right, doesn't really follow the indicators very well. It's based on trend. Okay, if you want to be very safe, you can use Bitcoin or Ethereum. But I don't like to trade these two. The reason why, because Ethereum and Bitcoin, the earnings are very little compared to the others. So let's say, for example, from let's say let's say we take one from, let's say, from here to here, it's only 1.6%. Right? You compare this to, let's say AVEX. AVEX also not bad. AVEX you can consider as well. So AVEX, a short period, you can get almost double. As you can see, 3.26%. Of course, the disadvantage is you can earn a lot in a short period, but you also can lose a lot of money in a short period as well. This is within 1 hour and 30 minutes, right? A down of 3%. But that's my personal style. I like to trade on big volatility assets. I don't like to trade on volatility assets. All right. If you're coming from Forex background, maybe you won't like this because you're so used to only within a window of a few percent. All right. But in crypto, it's pretty normal. So you click H bar, right? You'll notice the same thing. Why I picked that? Because this one, the difference is also quite big. All right. So you want to earn more in a short time, it'll be faster using this. So I hope you find this video useful. Basically, the indicators, whatever I say. Okay, so that's one type, the long one, just in case you didn't get it. All right, so cross 30 RSI. This one will be the rate, white rate MACD, and then the QQE Red Bar. All right, and then it goes higher. If I'm not wrong, let me just double check. I'll give you the wrong thing. Oh yeah, correct. So it's the opposite of short. I will put this in the description below so you at least got some idea. And if you want the indicators, you just need to search all this and try out yourself. All right, let me know what are your thoughts of these indicators, and all the best for your trading. And I hope this is useful for you as you learn to trade manually using crypto. God bless and have a great day.